Indiana Farm Boy. As promised, we're going to start working on this John Deere Model 52 two-bottom plow. I guess the 51 was a one-bottom and the 52 was a two-bottom. Hence the name 52. So today I'm just going to spray some penetrating oil around on some places. I believe we might have changed this tire. I don't think I can get much mileage left out of that one. And we'll get it changed. Looks like there's a bolt here missing. Holds that tire on. And we'll get one of those fixed up. But we'll get her taken apart here. Get some of this stuff loosened up on it. See if we can get the old 52 going again. And I believe we can. Going to take a little work here and there. Seems like the hitch and everything's intact, which is a good thing. Ought to be an easy pull for the old ZB. If it's not, I know the UTU will do it. There we go. There's the lever that trips it. It's got a lot of wear on it, but I think it's good for what I want to do with it. Looks like that tire ought to be considering it too. Like the cutters are in fair shape. There we go. Got her soaked down pretty good there. Well, we'll let that set, and then we'll see about getting this tire off. See if we can get another tire put on it. And we'll give it a take it, hook it up to a tractor and see what we got, see what if it trips and everything, and we'll get it greased up too first, and then we'll get it on the tractor and see if we can get it to where it trips. And we'd had a pretty good rain here on Friday, and so ground's pretty saturated right now, but if it dries up, we may be able to stick it in the ground a little bit before winter really hits hard. All right. All right, we're back on the old John Deere 52 here. I think I'll need to replace this tire. I don't think I get much plowing done with that. Notice one bolt's missing here. I got the nuts off the hub. Get that off, and we'll get this tire off and see what how long a bolt we need to replace this one. This one's off too down here, and see what we can come up with. See if I can get this. Up here a little bit more. If I can get that tire off. Yep, I get some more dunnage out of that. Okay. There we go. A little safer that way. Get this off there. Like it's got years of grease up on it. There we go. There's the hub. Looks like there should be a hole all the way through there. Now, rod, and see what we got here. And maybe that's why there's not a bolt in there. Yep. Doesn't go all the way through. That'll make a difference. Looks like that needs good cleaning up too. So we can get that hub off, get that tire off, so we can get that taken care of. That belt's out. They just took a carriage bolt and they've whacked the corners up there to make a square in it. It's a little over 7 inches, 7-inch carriage bolt. Alrighty, get those out of there. Clean those up a little bit. Figure out how that comes off. Hub needs a good cleaning, good greasing. We can get that off there. Alright. Yeah, definitely needs a good cleaning up. Okay. Looks pretty fair. We'll get that tire off and see if we can get that replaced. Alright, put them in a parts washer here and get them soaking. Get them down in there. Get them totally submerged. Got some Super 55 Oliver parts in here too, getting cleaned up. So we'll get these down in the solution there and let them soak for a little while so we can get some of that grunge off of them and get them cleaned up. We'll see if we can get this bead broke on this tire. Get the tire off the wheel. telling how long that's been on there. Well, keep sliding up there. Whoa. Well, that's good exercise for an old man. Slipping off. First time I've used this, so we'll see if I'm any good at it. Keep slipping. Let's try it something else. Try that adjustment, see if that helps. Well, that made all the difference in the world. Yeah. There we go. Look at that. Boy. Yeah, we're pretty good there. All right. Bridgestone tire. Yeah, that makes a difference. That little adjustment made all the difference in the world. Yeah. All right. It's getting there. It's loosening it. Okay. Stay up there so I can knock it down. Let's see. Yeah. I believe that is a tubeless start. Well, I didn't get the bead broke like I thought it did, so we'll go to plan B. it turned the right way helps too. It froze up. See if it helps it any. Looks like I think it's got a loose. I hope. I can tell that tire has been on there several years. Be a lot faster if that worked. I'm getting tire in there now. Got her. Okay. Now turn it over and get that off the rim. All right. So I can get that all there. Okay. Put this up. Mud dauber nest. Okay. Flip him over. All right, now we'll see if we can get him up there. I don't have that tight enough. Okay. All right. Okay. And there we go. We got that one off. And no saving that job. Okay. I'm going to take that off, clean it up, and paint it up, and go from there. Okay, got the wheel cleaned up, painted. You'll notice I put holes in different places here, so now I can get the 3 bolts in it instead of just the 2. That'll make it a lot more stable, I believe, a lot better, and won't be kind of offset. Cleaning this rust off the rim on the inside so we can get the tire back on. Make that nice and pretty. Make it easier to get the rim tire back on the rim, and make the little old plow look a little better. Well, see what kind of trouble I can get into here. Before I tighten it down all the way, I got to get this adjusted. There's that duckbill piece here. Okay, that should help me get that centered up. Okay, get the car cleaned up, lubricated, we'll all be able to put it on. Okay, bear with me, this is my first time using this apparatus. So, put on some good old slick 'em. We can get that hub cleaned up on the spindle on that plow. Get this side up to snuff. The other side, I aired the tire up the other day, and it's already gone down, so we'll see what we got to do there. Okay, let's see how she goes. figure this thing out. Well, that didn't work. They've got some regular clamps instead of using vice grips. They got some regular clamps you can use to do that with. It may be what we need. That's always handy. Alrighty. Just wanting to keep knocking that off. That hole, we might have it. Keep the whole thing from moving. They show anchor knees down to the floor, but I thought this big steel plate would be good enough. I just keep wanting to move. It's working. There we go. Shift up this side. See if we get this side on. That's not where I want that. There we go. There we go. Right up over that. work either. It's almost there though. There we go. Almost there, but it's not good. That's got to get over that lip there. We're almost on. And we are on. Okay. Not quite the way it was supposed to work, but it's we was able to get it on nevertheless. I'll get that puppy aired up. See what happens. May have to put a strap around it. I don't know. We'll see here in a second. These wires, it's on the rim. We'll see if we can get this hub cleaned up. I think I'll put new grease zerks in it and the other part too, so we keep it good and greased. Looks like they've kept it fairly greased. There's some, looks like some fresh grease in there. I'm sure those are the old original grease zerks. We'll remove those and put fresh ones in. That we know will take grease. Get some shims here. I think the old, I know the ZB will handle it. UTU will. We're going to even try it on the old 60, Oliver 60, and the 55s and the 550. I know I'll handle it. Of course, we get that G going, get it up here. It's still in the barn down there where we found it. Now get it up here and get it going. It'll handle 4 bottoms easy. That's about a 60 horse tractor. Still looking on Facebook Marketplace and different places. I'd like to find a G1000 in gasoline. That'd be my ultimate one. Of course, the old Moline Comfort tractor of 1938. No way I can afford that. Those things go for a fortune. And for a good cause. They made several, but a lot of them got sent back and turned into used because they just were way ahead of their time. Of course, now everybody wants one. All your big Moline collectors usually have one. All right. So we're watching one of Ed Dieterman's videos. He has a plow just like his sitting out there with his tractors, and he displays them. Old John Deere plow. Alrighty. This is some of that old diesel fuel we used to clean out the rear end of the ZB, old Zeb. It ought to work for cleaning this up too. Wife's been pretty good about keeping me supplied of no rags. Yeah. There's no bearings in there, just some shims. Got several shims here for the keep the white light flash in it. There's UPS. Under that grease is your bearing. Why don't you keep them greased? I think it'd be all right. Apparently, this is an old plow. And old dirt worked out of it. Be about like a ½ inch, maybe a 7/16. Get that out of there. Boy, it turned out to be a pretty nice day. Woke me up in the 50s for Christmas Eve. That's pretty good. That was surprising. That came right out of there. Put a 7/16 on there and she popped right on out. By dynamiting or shooting an awful big gun anyhow. Got a new one here. That didn't go as planned. Thought I had it started. I thought, there it is. Okay, got that in place. Now we'll go into the other shop and use the washer in there and get that outer hubs all cleaned up and put a new Zerk in it. And then we'll be ready to reassemble this part of it. Those old Zerks there all need to be replaced too. Be two there, I'm sure there's some on the hub over there that we'll need to replace. That'll get the old plow up in pretty good shape, I think. And hopefully she'll dig in. Looks like that cutter needs to be slid forward. Both of them look like they need to go forward quite a little bit there. We'll see what we can do about that. Okay, let's go to the other shop and clean these other outer hubs up. Okay. It's been soaking for about a day or so. Get that old dirt, the old grease off out of it. We mixed this water with and a concentrate of it and Zeb. It said the Zeb would make up to 25 gallons. There's a whole 20 gallons just cleaning the deal does. So. Got some all of our Super 55 parts in here as well soaking. Oh boy, I got to get that tractor done, get it out of there. I thought he might be over today, but he never showed up. Either way, I'm going to get it out of the shop, and whether it's done or not, I'll get it done, and so I can get my other tractors in there. It's just holding up the show on my U302, and also on my little old Goldie over there, the Super 55 that I got to work on. Got to figure out what the problem is with it on the PTO and the hydraulics. 3-point hitch doesn't go up or down. It's maybe a shaft or something twisted too, I don't know. Shaft runs the PTO, also runs the hydraulic pump inside. I knew it was like that when I bought it. Bought it off some pretty good guys over in Illinois there. Neff family. They're big into tractor pulling and farming. Pretty good boys. U302 got off Jerry Miller in Southern Illinois. He had too many projects, so I bought that one off of him, that 302 project. Saved it from going to the scrapper. Saw another one on Facebook Marketplace. I checked to see if it was available, but I haven't heard anything back yet. It's another Moline, but he said the engine was junk in it, so we'll see. Of course, I got the old GTB to get it worked on too, but it's sitting in a barn right now, so I don't have a place to keep it inside. I like to keep everything inside. I keep a roof over it. See too many tractors just set out. And they don't give those tractors away, but yet they'll take a car cost just a fraction of what that tractor cost. They'll keep it in a garage all cleaned up, waxed and everything, but the tractor, it'll just set out. The tractor costs many times more than a car. The new ones do anyway. These old relics that I'm working on, a lot of them had a hard life. But they're fun to work on and keep them going. They're part of our farming history. And since I worked for Fag Oliver there when White Motor Company had them,
Always enjoyed working on the Olivers and Moleens. Of course, we worked on a little everything. We worked on John Deere's and Ford's, Internationals. Don't remember working on any Cockshuts. That's another one I think sometime or other I might try a Cockshut. I got a good friend of mine down by Bloomington. He collects co-ops, which were Cockshuts. Of course, Cockshut and Oliver, they worked together way back in the day. A lot of your later Cockshuts were basically Olivers painted red with a Cockshut name on them. And Cockshut was bought out in '62 by White Motor Company. They had obtained Oliver in 1960, 61, and they got the Cockshut 62 and Moline around 63. Of course, Moline had already bought Avery in 51, so that gave them that. Now they're owned by Arco, I think it is. They own Alice Chalmers and Deutz, several of them. They got the names and everything all tied up in there. I get that hub up out there now. Should have took my sweatshirt off. There it is. Seem like these ZEP Zep products, they seem like they work pretty good. Sure did clean this up, because I've already had this hub halfway cleaned up before. Man, that water helps turn this old dirt to mud anyhow. Helps it slide out of the area. Yeah, dirt get on there a day or two. Alrighty. Rinse these off. I think we might be ready to go back together. That. A lot of dirt on that, still caked on there. That's been really packed on through the years. Of course, lightening up that plow that much, it may not let it dig in as good as oldest boy on that 135. He got the head through the machine shop. They're going to redo the head on it, the valves and all that, and he's already got the gasket kit, so as soon as he gets the head done, gets it back, we'll be doing a video putting the 135 back together. See if we helped it any. A lot of times though, when you do the valves on them like that, you end up having to go in and ring them or something. Get a little more blow by because you get a little more compression. So we'll just have to see what happens. There's a lot of dirt still on that. Get that hub all cleaned out inside anyway. And that's where your grease comes in to grease your hub here. I'll pack that good with grease too. Okay, well, we'll put this stuff up and we'll go put our hub back together, get the wheel on. And our new grease zerk. I guess I ought to replace these gloves. They got so much grime on it, it's really smearing everything up. I thought too, while I had the tire out of the way, be a good time to get this zerk changed, and I believe it was. I'm gonna have to put something in there, a little washer or something in there to hold that out just a little bit more. Be right back. Okay, that ought to take grease now. I can get that one in the back one there, and on the other side after I get the hub put together. Okay, we get another set of gloves on. We'll smear a little grease on here and prepare it to take the wheel and the hub, and we'll make it happen. There's the hole where it needs cleaned out. It's clean. There we go. All right, now I go clean that up. Wow. Put some grease on there just to slick it up. That way, make it real messy when I go to do it anyway. Yeah. Little red, sticky grease. Alrighty. Yeah, see, I've got to raise this up any. I'm going to have to back up. Alrighty. I think we may be alright. Okay. Okay. There's that. Get me another glove and smear a little grease on the outside of this one. Guess I do that left-handed. Fill the hub up with some grease. Oh, yeah. Okay. On like that. Put my bolts in. lined up. Lined up. Hey, they all lined up. So that did work. Okay, I'll get my washers and nuts, tighten this down, and we'll have it. We're ready to start greasing her up on this end. Get that jerk out and that one back there. See what we got over there. Move the cutters forward. I think we'll be in good shape. Okay. Flat. Lock. Not that one, huh? Right there. Okay. Let's see if we can get this thing on there. Well, apparently I grabbed the wrong everything that was mixed in that bin. I got one nut that's wrong and I got one washer that's too small and one nut that's too big. Power for the course. Flat washers are okay. I'll go see if I can find the right size washer. That's just too small. And then that nut is too big. Okay, well, let me see what I can find. Power for the course. Well, I think I found everything. gonna throw a little grease on it. Must be a little tight. Now I'll grease it good. I just don't know how to act with all that dirt out there. Okay, I'll change those zerks, and I think we'll have her about ready to go plow this spring. Well, there we got him. Grease zerks changed, greased up, tires all aired up. I just got to hook it up to the tractor now and put the trip rope on it, and we'll be ready to take her to the field. That's a John Deere Model 52. Hey, thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one. Bye now.